Hey guys, Rec2011 here reporting for Southeast Texas Gaming, and here with a Pauper Classic Tuesday player run event put on by Gatherling.com. So we're going to go ahead and mull this hand and keep this one. We're playing the Black-Red Tortured Existence deck, which is kind of a combo-ish, grindy deck. And we're going to lead off here with Terramorphic Expanse. And we're going to go ahead and get a mountain. Okay. And now I probably shouldn't have played that land. We're going to start by Faithless Looting. And we're going to discard Gathen Raiders and Carrion Feeder and go ahead and play Tortured Existence. I'm going to try the next turn. Discard the Grave Scrabbler to return the Gathen Raiders probably. Because it doesn't get affected by the witches. And then try to set up some interesting interactions. Looks like we're playing against mono black control here. It's been a while since I've played classic Pauper, so I'm not really familiar with the kind of decks we're playing against. So that was obviously a pretty good draw there of Stinkweed Imp. So right now we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn back. Okay. Gathen Raiders. We're going to pitch Grave Scrabbler. Choose the discard replacement. We're going to discard with Madness. And we're going to go ahead and return the Carrion Feeder as well, since we're going to make this trade here and put Grave Scrabbler in our yard. Hopefully this goes smooth. Ideally what we want to draw next turn is a land, I think. Oh, that's actually fine. I think we're going to discard one of the Carrion Feeders. We only really need one. Tragic Slip, huh? So, what I think I'm going to do, I kind of want to play Mogwar Marshal. And I want to draw one more land before we start dredging with Stinkweed Imp. I'd like to get to 4 or 5 land, where we can really do some different things. Though this Gathen Raiders is probably a fine play too. If we get Grave Scrabbler back in our hand, discarding Stinkweed Imp, that puts us in good place. We can also keep up Tragic Slip if that becomes important. So we're going to go ahead and play this with Mogwar Marshal. Okay. Okay, I think we're just going to take the 2 here. And I'm going to grab back Grade Scabbler, pitching the Imp. And obviously not pay the upkeep for this. And we're just going to draw because we want at least one more land before we get into any dredge. So I can get 2 cards back here. We can flash back at Faith. Actually, flashing back Faithless Looting seems like what we want to do because we really just want another land or 2. We're not gonna. Okay, now that we have another land, we can think about dredging. I don't think we. I think we just want maybe another land. Cool. And now we'll discard Gathen Raiders and a Carrion Feeder. And now that we have our lands, I think that we're in good shape to go ahead and start grinding out a win here. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and Tragic Slip that. And we're going to go ahead and Dredge. And not really anything there. This brown scale is going to be really good as the game goes along, though. And I think we're going to go ahead and cast Gathen Raiders face down. Okay. So I guess he's going to deal 1 to both of us. Okay. Chittering Rats. Chittering Rats isn't terrible at all. So we just put Stinkweed Imp on top of our library now, and we get a dredge something anyway. So that's fine. So here I'm just going to go ahead and unmorph Gathen Raiders and discard that with Madness, and I can grab back probably at this point the Carrion Feeder, and we can start getting a big Carrion Feeder off of Mogwar Marshals. So okay, I have to get my exiled cards, and now we've got you, and we're going to go ahead and return a Carrion Feeder. Yep. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and dredge the brown scale, gain some life. Play Carrion Feeder. Now, is there a way I could go make this a 5/5, but I don't think I want to do that right now. As it is, I think I'm going to swing with these 2 and see what I can get done that way. Playing against black, they're going to have a lot of ways to remove this Gathen Raiders, so. Victim of the Night. Yep, that's fine. I should have sacked it to Carrion Feeder. That was kind of a careless mistake. We'll try not to make that mistake again as we go forward. Kind of out of practice in this format. This is kind of a complicated deck. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of interactions, but it's one of those decks that's very hard to pilot perfectly, and I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes going forward. We're going to go ahead. Actually, we don't need to do that yet. We are going to discard and grab Mogwar Marshal back, though. So, pitch you. Okay. And we'll dredge the brown scale. Gain 2 life. Put those in our deck. So we've got 36 cards in our library. Just gotta be kind of careful moving forward about that. But right now, we're just gonna swing. Oh, I should have played Marshall first. Again, probably not the best play ever. So we'll go ahead and make this guy a little bit bigger. Hopefully he doesn't have a removal spell for it. Doesn't look like he does. Okay, now we're going to play the Mog War Marshal. And now what we can do actually is he's targeting this, which actually is fine. We'll just oops, I didn't do that right, but because that trigger was on stack and I didn't realize it, but I should have missed a point there. But guess verdict, huh? Okay, so I did do that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I played right into that. So, but it should be pretty easy to get set back up to that board state. He's gonna have a hard time beating this brown scale, gaining life every turn. So, if he attacks, we'll just chump with the War Marshal because I'm not playing for the upkeep. And we get a token. He might have Echoing Decay. No, he's got another Witches. Okay. So now we're going to grab Grave Scrabbler. You. Okay. Go ahead and get the brown scale. Gain 2 life. It's fine. Okay. And pitch, and we're going to get a Carrion Feeder. Discard. Okay. And we are going to grab, I think, a Gathen Raiders. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and play Carrion Feeder. Okay. I could have done all that except for play that Carrion Feeder into turn. So, we're just going to draw a card this time, which is fine. And we're going to discard to get War Marshal back. We'll go ahead and play the Fume Spitter too. What's he targeting with this? He's targeting me? Okay. I can get this other carrion feeder. Maybe, or I can just play this Gathan Raiders. Let's see what exactly happens. Corrupt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage off the corrupt. Okay. Sure. Puts me at 8. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so that gets this off the table. I think I'm a little worried that he is going to corrupt me again. So I'm going to leave up as many activations of Torch's Existence as possible. So I can get this brown scale and gain life, basically. Gray Merchant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Gray Merchant for 7. Gray Merchant for 7 is fine. Oh, I messed up. Oh well. I should have hit him, but that's fine. Because I think he thinks I'm dead, but I'm not. Especially now that he's got all his creatures out. So we are going to activate this. Return. Stinkweed Imp. Pitch you. Turn you. And you know. So that puts us up to 6. Not going to. Grave Scrabbler is an excellent card to have. I think we're gonna swing with Carrion Feeder. For 6. Now I would like to I'd like to have a Mog War Marshal, just to have the blockers. So we're gonna pitch you for that, and then have at least 1 activation so I can gain 2 life and 3 blockers. So Grim Merchant's an interesting card. It's definitely no surprise it's seeing play in Pauper. It's a very powerful effect. Obviously seeing a lot of play in Standard right now, so. Okay, he is targeting the Goblin. So we will target you, and with that effect on the stack, we'll sacrifice the Goblin token. Okay. Which means I got one blocker. Okay. Okay. Block here, I guess in here. And now I have to actually pitch to get this back. So hopefully it doesn't have Guess Verdict. Guess Verdict would be pretty bad here. Looks like he doesn't. And now we're going to go ahead and pitch something so we can go ahead and gain the maximum amount of life this next turn. And we're going to grab probably the War Marshal and pitch you. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead, gain some life. Actually, I think we might be able to win this turn. War Marshal. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. I can pitch. Let's go ahead and... Well, I can't actually. I can't play another one. So that's fine. We'll just go ahead and attack for 7. Okay. I'm in a lot of trouble, obviously, if he draws Corrupt or Gray Merchant. Gray Merchant's 6. Actually, I can kind of gain out of it, but hopefully we keep drawing blanks. If it's Corrupt, then I'm definitely just completely dead. Gray Merchant, let's see. We're going to grab back. I wish we had our other Golgari. We'll grab Gathen Raiders, pitch you. And you, pitch you to 6, which is what you're doing. Pitch you, and then I'm probably going to time out this game just because this is taking quite a while, but okay. So, don't have anything. Go ahead and draw Carnarium, huh? Interesting. Attack with you. And I probably should have gone for it that turn. I think I probably could have figured out a way to get him dead. Hit him with the Dream Merchant. And now we will pitch the brown scale for the War Marshal. We're gonna play the War Marshal. Obviously dead to corrupt. Probably dead to. I should have played Rakdos Carnarium probably. Let's see. Maybe sack you. We're gonna dredge guard brown scale. Dredge the brown scale. Gain 2 life. Okay. And now we'll attack for 9. Trying to dodge a corrupt here still. Gray Merchant down. We will pitch the brown scale for the War Marshal. And play the War Marshal. Then play the Carnarium. And play the Carnarium, returning the mountain. Go ahead. What could that last card be? Oh, we got a land. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sack the War Marshal. And now we're going to swing with everything. And we will dredge the brown scale. Gain some life. Put some cards in the graveyard. And attack. Yeah. Probably block. And okay. Okay, we're gonna ping him. What's he targeting? Okay, and we'll sack you. Okay. Okay. Eat that. Play this. Pitch this for Gathan Raiders. Pitch you. Play the Carnarium and that for face down Gathan Raiders. And pass the turn. So Phyrexian Rager, I think we should be good. Well, actually, he still has a chance to draw a Corrupt there, or any number of cards. So we're gonna go ahead and dredge the brown scale. There's our other brown scale. Now we basically have a ton of life, and we can go ahead and swing out and hopefully win. Okay, well, there's the game. We successfully grinded out long enough to beat that. It's kind of tough. I think we want our Sylvok life staffs just for a little bit more life gain. Echoing Decay didn't seem great. Fester Creep, also not really great. Tragic Slips are okay. Probably better than the main deck Echoing Decays that I have. So we'll put the Tragic Slips in. Because he's got a couple of big threats that we want to deal with. And the Sylvok life staffs, more than the Death Sparks, he doesn't have any X1s. So we're going to run with this, and I'll go ahead and pause it. And we'll pick up back up whenever we start the next round. Okay, we're back for game 2 against Mono Black Control, and this is a fine hand, so we will keep this. And he leads off with a swamp. Respectable choice of land right there. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with, I think with this Fume Spitter. Now this Perilous Mirror is a pretty good combo piece with a Carrion Feeder. It kind of lets you loop 2 damage, just like the Brown Scales kind of let you loop a little bit. So now the Sylvok Lifestaff is one of the things we wanted. So we're gonna go ahead and attack for 1. And I believe what we want to play here is probably just this this Mogboar Marshal. Kind of go a little aggro on him. And we're just gonna let this die. We have the Tortured Existence here. We're not really worried. We kind of just want to draw a land right here. Hopefully, we're not gonna pay this Echo again. So we're just gonna let that go. Get a token, and we drew our land, which is great. So we're gonna swing out. And I think we're going to play this Perilous Mirror. Yeah, Victim of Night is fine. So 1. And we're going to play Tortured Existence and Perilous Mirror. Okay, he's going to cycle. Hopefully we can finish this round. We're way down on the clock, but doing everything I can. Like I said, when we started this game, this is a really grindy matchup, or really grindy deck, rather. And it's got a lot of interactions. Let's see, what do we want to do here? That was a really good draw. It's pretty much what we wanted exactly. But I'm not. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Faithless Looting. Wow. We're going to discard Faithless Looting and our Grave Scrabbler, and we're going to discard it with Madness. Okay. We're going to cast it. We're going to turn our Mogboar Marshal. I think, yeah, Mogboar Marshal seems right. Yep. And we'll play Rectus Carnarium now. Returning Mountain. And we'll swing out. If he blocks something, it's not a huge deal. We have this to block it on the crackback. And like we can make these tokens basically all day long now, so not too worried about that. Get my graveyard set up over here. So what do we got? Phyrexian Rager. Okay. That's fine with me. 2 damage. And we have a Sign in Blood. Okay. So we're going to clip the Sylvok Lifestaff to here. We're going to play this. Carrion Feeder was an excellent draw. Excellent draw. So Carrion Feeder. Go ahead and plop the Carrion Feeder down. Play the Mogboar Marshal. And now, what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and swing out again. At this point, I think I want to leave open the Tortured Existence just to see what we can get back. Then that's fine. We'll go ahead and Carrion Feeder our token. Have him take the 3, go to 7. And we'll leave this back to block, and then we'll eat it with Carrion Feeder. Hopefully, yeah, okay, Grey Merchant's going to gain him 4, drain us for 4. And not going to have an attack. We're going to go ahead and eat this thing now, so we can get our 1/1 with basically pseudo haste. And I don't have anything to discard, so we're fine there. Gathen Raiders is a good draw. Okay. We're going to swing with everything, I think. Gray Merchant here. Okay. That's fine. Do that. Now we can eat this guy. Deal 2 here. And now Gathering Raiders face down. I don't have any creature cards. I really need a creature card in my hand. Grave Scrabbler would be an excellent thing to have right now. I probably shouldn't have played that. I should start I should have traded that for Grave Scrabbler, and then Grave Scrabbler gets 2 things back whenever I tortured Existence, and then I'd have something in my hand to kind of cycle through. So that was a small mistake there. Obviously next turn I can go Hellbent and flip over the Gathering Raiders, which is pretty solid. Let's see. So that's a Spectre, which means we're just going to discard this Faithless Looting. Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal at all. What do we have here? Another Spectre. Okay. Well. Okay. It's a little disconcerting. So land. So we attack here. Probably not with these. Just those. Okay. Block here. Go ahead and flip you for a 5/5. Get in for 5. And now, if we draw a creature, we can get Perilous Mirror back and then sack it to basically win the game with him at 2 life. Hopefully he doesn't have... Obviously if he's got a Corrupt here, or a Grey Merchant, that's going to extend the game quite a bit, unfortunately. Got him at 9. But I still have a 4/4 and a 5/5. He's at 9. Okay. I still have this 5/5, which is pretty solid. He's going to attack for 4. Puts me at 5. So if I draw a land, and we're going to go ahead and attack with these now. Oh, that was such a good draw. Such a good draw. Basically the perfect draw. Okay. That's fine. He can block this. But that was well needed. I'll just say that. So Grey Merchant blocks the token. Well, we eat the token. That's no downside to that. And get in for 4. So 4 happens. Okay. Gathering Raiders down. Oh, I should have eaten it. So that's fine. Okay. So interesting. So let's see what he's got here. Hopefully not another Grey Merchant. If he got another Grey Merchant, we're dead. Oh, Corrupt. Corrupt does 1. Yeah, that kills us. So, one more game. So Duress might not be the worst if it's on the Corrupt plan. Echoing Decay. Yeah, I think I like where we're at. If I knew how to pilot this deck a little bit better, I feel like I'd be in shape, but I'm not the most skilled pilot with this deck, so we'll play Carrion Feeder turn 1. Seems fine. He's going to have a hard time killing it, most of his stuff. And then Perilous Mirror into turn 2 seems like a perfectly reasonable play. Although I like the... Tortured Existence play. Unfortunately, with the hand that I have right now, the Tortured Existence play doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So. Let's see if we see a play from him. Okay. Another Perilous Mirror. Okay, so we're gonna swing in. What do we got? Okay, sure. So we hit that. Another Perilous Mirror. Drop Carnarium. Probably return the Mountain. Need another black source to be able to play Tortured Existence and hit on it with it. Hit with it. Hopefully that Sign in Blood meant that he was hurting on lands, and I think that was the third land. So I'm gonna play this Terramorphic Expanse, not getting any better, and go ahead and swing in. Play the Tortured Existence. Generat's not a big deal. Oh, I forgot to sack my Terramorphic Expanse because I'm terrible at this game. So we'll swing in. Sign in Blood. It's a good sign. That's fine. Pitch you. Yeah, and the attack, huh? Do I want Grave Scarabbler in my graveyard? I don't think so. So we're going to crack this for a swamp. We are going to grab our Carrion Feeder, pitching this, discard with Madness. We're going to go ahead and cast our Grave Scrabbler. Boom. And he comes. Yep. And we'll go ahead and cast our Carrion Feeder. Swing with the team. Okay, that's 4. Not quite out of the woods yet. Really close. Hopefully he doesn't have Gray Merchant here. No Gray Merchant. Actually, Gray Merchant's not that bad. It's just a 2. Because I can Perilous Mirror to kill both of those guys if he casts Gray Merchant. So that doesn't seem like the worst. I'm at 5 minutes on my clock. I need to wrap things up really quick here. Okay, if it's Gray Merchant, yeah. We sack you to do you. Sack you to do you. Now I end up with a 3/3 and a 2/2. Yeah, he was at 6. So brown scale's the best draw. Anything really. Okay. Wow. Just completely blanked. Okay. Attack. attack, I guess. Either way, we either get in for, yeah. So, okay. He's probably got the guess verdict. That means, but let's go ahead and faithful saluting here. Pitch, you guys. Okay. Hopefully, it doesn't have another gray merchant. Gray merchant is gonna take my clock to a place I don't want it to go. And looks like we're going there. Okay. Yeah, sure. You got me. You got me. Pitch it. Catch the Gathering Raiders. Nile Spellbomb. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay. Sure. So that means I can't use my graveyard. We're gonna go and cast you, so he can't like do a double block thing. And attack. Okay. No problem. We got him at 4. Okay. Now I got him at 3. Keep on rolling, baby. Keep on rolling. Okay. Fume Spitter, huh? Okay. So we're going to swing here. Okay. Eat his Rager. And now we're going to play Fume Spitter, because if I try to do that, he'll just blow up the Spell Bomb. So, there's that. Oh, this is such a game. He looks like a drew land, so hopefully it not corrupt. 1, 2. Oh, he would already had. Wait, no, he doesn't. That's his corrupt land. So he can corrupt me for 6. He's got corrupt. He looks like he's got corrupt. Oh no, chittering rats. Chittering rats, no value. I like that. Chittering rats, no value is good. So tap out for another chittering rats. Oh wow, that's huge. Because now I can use my graveyard. Well, no, I can't. That's just doesn't take an activation. No. Okay. Well, I bricked. So here, I guess I attack. He has to block both of these because I can sack everything. So yeah, we just swing out. See what the block is. Chittering right there. Obviously chittering right there. So doesn't matter. I can trade with this, but I don't think it's worth it. Maybe it is. I can just eat this, I think is what I'm going to do. Seems like the thing to do. I don't know. Pass turn. Death Spark would be good. I don't know. Just need to, as long as he keeps playing lands, hopefully he doesn't have anything. He's got 4 cards in it, he can't have nothing. Cave Close, probably a better pilot of the deck. I don't feel like we're going to win this. 3 minutes left on the clock. I feel like if I knew the deck a little bit better, I'd be able to win this game. But obviously there's a lot of interaction in this deck, and it's tough to play perfect. So, okay, if he's got Guess Verdict, I really want to keep this open. But if he obviously triple blocks, I have to kill this. So that's fine. Eat the Great Merchant. Yeah. Break another land drop. And Grim Harvest. Oh, man. GG. I can't beat that. Oof. Can't beat it. So. Wow. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll be back with round 2 of the event. So.